Alright, so welcome back. I now used an encoder which is like one level below the encoder of that I used before. Graphic itself should be pretty much okay. The machine itself is top end. It shouldn't have any problems. I'm just wondering like why the encoder itself is creating so much of a trouble for the CPU. ZX, would you be so kind? I'll just rotate the camera a little bit and you're telling me whether or not the stream is okay and working for you. So feedback is appreciated. Like that would be the normal rotation, a little bit of scrolling. Like locally it's really smooth. Can't complain. I mean, of course, if you scroll a little bit further away, there's a minimum latency, but nothing out of the ordinary. So questions really, is this okay? Perfect. It looks fine now. That was the feedback that I was looking for. Thank you so much for the feedback. As always, I will tap out at the end of each round because I don't have a second screen as of now. Maybe I could put the game into a window. It's probably too difficult. The monitor itself is also not like 27 inches. It's a normal monitor, like 23. So here we go. We know that there are two of them upstairs, and we furthermore know that there are two sectors. So what I want to do is I just want to scout a little bit more and get a grasp of what's going on there. Like there's one sector behind the car, that's for sure. The other one is here, and the reason why I haven't moved the VIP to the car is that I'm hoping to get a really good grenade now. There's no full cover for me, unfortunately, so I'm taking the closest position possible, which will probably be here. And of course we're not going to reload, like what the fuck. The question is, wow, so bad. That could have been really a nice grenade. It's still not going to be a bad grenade by no stretch of the imagination, but it could have been a better one, to be honest. Lots of 50-50 and 170% shot. Nothing really from high ground though. Lots of half cover here, still half cover there. I would need to go to here in order to flank him. That would be a really potent position. So let us try to get the most positive outcome out of this. I am going to move here. We are focusing on troopers mainly. We know that we are in half cover anyways. And there are a couple of 50-50 shots. I'm going to save him because he has combat protocol, so that's secure 2 damage in case we need it. And we are going to lead with a grenade. And then let's see what happens afterwards. Let's remind ourselves it's really, hit point wise, a very dangerous pack that we're fighting against. They do have a lot of hit points. We were a little bit lucky, like 4 points of damage against this one trooper. So there are 2 more troopers and 1 pretty injured and 1 normal sector. I would want to start with a trooper. Like 69% is very nice. So let's use our sniper here. There you go. Good job, mate. Good job. I like it. So 2 more actions and 3 more enemies. He is going to be on the front line, so why not? Why wouldn't we want to take like full cover? It's a good idea, and look at that. Beautiful. The guy on top is having no cover whatsoever, so we can flank him. 50-50. Beautiful. The hit itself was beautiful, but also, like, the fact that we could flank him, that was really nice. Now, with our stock equipped, we can just kill the sectoid, even if we miss. It's going to be 1 damage. There you go, that's the 1 damage that we were missing. And we even ignited the other car. So no matter where that sectoid is going to, even if it's here or here, he has to move, otherwise he's going to be in a world of pain. Pretty solid. I like how that played out. He's really going for the exploding car. Unbelievable. Sometimes the stupidity of the AI is just unfucking-believable. Okay, yeah, buddy. This reanimation was really worth it. It's just 6 points of damage. Yeah, 9 more rounds to go. 9 more rounds to go, and we are in a good position. I was just checking the chat real quick. Looked pretty fine, everyone's happy. Now, let us get that 1 sectoid. The only thing that we are short on are the grenades. So that's a little bit a bummer. But other than that, we are pretty well equipped. 40% to get the sectoid. If everything else fails, we can still sword kill him, but I feel I don't want to go too close for now. I'm not willing to trigger just another pack. Okay, the sword is the backup. Let's keep our tactic of constantly moving. Thinking about a nice location. This one here is unfortunately not really good in case we're triggering a pack down here. It's not worthwhile going there. But this one here looks decent. Wow. Ah, he's considered to have high cover. Why exactly is this the case? Why is this high cover? It's an exploded car, which was half cover prior to the explosion, and now it's considered high cover? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Now I do understand why there's only 40% hit chance on him. He's really considered to be in high cover, right? I'm thinking about currently, like, moving the sniper up, dealing 3 points of ensured damage with the grenade, but of course we are like 1 tile short of doing that. We could do it, however, with our ranger. Yeah, that's probably the best way to play it. Like, look at that. We're going for secure damage without triggering another pack. We have the stock, so even if he misses, there's a secure 1 point of damage. Okay, I mean, that was a little bit lucky to hit him now for 5. But yeah, we would have killed him even without that 1 hit. And let's put the sniper here for a little bit better aiming angles. We're not going to move our scouting VIP for now. Instead, I'd want to wait until everyone's fine. Now we have still 8 more turns. We killed 2 packs, which is 7 plus 7 of them. We know that there's 4 more up here, and that's probably it. Not sure if there's so much more. But instead of triggering them right away, I would appreciate if we can take the time here, put the sniper into position, Now he should have a high ground advantage then. We know that these guys are up there. So I guess it's safe to assume we can move up a little bit into full cover without triggering them. Let's reload for this round. Let's do it very, very calmly and secure. This magically created full cover car is a perfect place to be in currently. Like, why wouldn't you want to use a full cover car if it's available? And yeah, I guess our scientist is also fine. So by all means, that was more of a setup round. ZX, you made a valid point. I should have definitely tried to shoot first, because I could have hit and could have saved the grenade of the Ranger. That was a misplay of my side. A little bit wasteful one, to be honest. I could have done that better. Fair point, and thanks for pointing it out. Good. We know that from here on they are triggering. So there's like really no surprise about that. Let's still move here. This one here is solid full cover, and it should also trigger. Nope, it doesn't. Very interesting. But yeah, I don't mind.
Moving to position. Good copy. Moving on target.
Good, everyone's in a solid position. We can't get onto this rooftop, unfortunately, but it's a good time to reload the sniper.
We're ready to go. Scanning. Come get some. Moving to
Everyone's on Overwatch, one reload for Wangstra.
back in.
And that is now a good example. Roby the Swamp Child is back. Indeed, he's very much back. And he's going to be the carry. But Wangstra is also back, so a couple of all-time classics. We do have Pride, Roby, Swamp Child, the long-forgotten one. We have Dopa Bizor, he's a new one. And we do have Wangstra. Pretty much half of the team is old school, and the other half is a newer fraction. Okay, so I was about to say that this is a good example, guys, of triggering the pack. I can see them here, like look at that. She can see them, but the pack itself is not really triggered. So I don't know if that is clever abusage of game mechanics or not. I'm not sure. But all I know is they are usually not triggering if you're just going there with the with your VIP.
Position confirmed.
This here, however, is going to really trigger them. No way, it's not. That's interesting. That indeed is interesting, sir, because it could mean.
Closing on target position now.
Right, we can get much closer without really triggering them. So it appears that the line of sight was here from through this little piece down here. So I think there's a little corridor here which is quote-unquote dangerous.
Heading there now.
So I'm trying to stay out of it. Ah, now we finally managed to trigger them. And look at that. Of course, they are going to position themselves. We have two solid shots, a very solid one for the guy downstairs. We would have a flashbang, which I'm keen to use. We do have pretty good odds of hitting those guys. And we might want to start with the ones on the rooftop, to be honest. Yeah, 50-50 for the rooftop. Let's start with him and try to get him on the rooftop. So, in terms of the flashbang grenade, before we take any shots, first things first. In terms of the flashbang, the ones that are most likely to be blinded are the two guys on the right. So let's try to either get the two side, either take out the left side completely, or we are, yeah, probably we are blending, flashbanging the right hand side or the officer, and we're trying to take out as many guys as we can from the left hand side first. So the guy here on the left hand side, we can't flashbang him anyways. So pretty solid start to kill him. Yeah, the 50-50 worked. Wow, the guys are on fire today. Like, that must be a redemption for the hundreds of times when I missed 80+% shots. Now, I guess next one, let's take the 70% shot down here. Of course, that one is not hitting. Like the 50% shot, that's definitely going to hit. But the 80% shot, no way, bro. Good. Still 53% for him. I want to take the guy on high grounds though, because he has better chances of hitting. Didn't work out at all. But we do have a backup plan, and our backup plan for now is to flashbang them.
Flash out.
Two of them are being disoriented. And yeah, let's just position the VIP as close as possible. So he's hopefully going to be the target. Not good. I don't like the marking. That's now improving their aim. Well, they are flashbanged at the end, so disorientation should be okay. Wow, okay. Lucky for us. Phew. I'm never really sure if the AI isn't kind of cheating at this moment, because I flashbanged them so often, and realistically speaking, I can count the number of times that they were really missing afterwards. But it seems this time it had worked out. We still have one guy here on Overwatch. Should take this into consideration. We still have 5 more rounds to go. So in terms of our sniper, the sniper will need 2 rounds to get away, which is fine. We can still keep him there. I'd say we start by killing the guy on Overwatch. Good. Now, with this problem being resolved, I guess the next question is how to deal with the remaining 2 guys. And unfortunately, Roby can't really go all the way there. We could go for a more or less risky maneuver, going to here, but that's open ground. I really don't want to do that. Wangstra, on the other hand, can flank him. We could go here, just flank the captain, but he's probably not going to kill him right away. That's a little bit of a problem. We could move here with a shotgun. That's full cover. It's nearly not flankable. He would need to go here, and we do have a vision blockage here. So this one is a non-flankable position, and we could try to shotgun the captain. And we are flanking him, and I think that's a fair play to do. At this moment in time, I'm more concerned about the captain, because he has still the one-shot potential. 66%. Let's go for it.
Not even close.
Well, lucky for us, the 5% hair trigger just triggered. Good, so in the end that worked out beautifully. Wangstra would have Comet Protocol to finish him. And we are still having a 50-50 shot on this guy, so let's start by the Comet Protocol because that's a no-brainer. We will 8 Protocol Pride because Wangstra still has 2 actions, and yeah, why not 8 Protocoling him? Because he's currently marked and he's also in the most exposed position. And now we are going to use our Comet Protocol to finish off the Advent Officer, just to make sure that that we're not taking any chances here. Beautiful, that worked out well. And now we still have a guy on the rooftop, 50-50 to get him. He will not be disoriented after this round, keep that in mind. Unlucky. I'm going to place a little bait here. So we are putting our VIP into an exposed position where he could be targeted. It's half cover, so he should go for the VIP, and he should reposition because he's in an open position. Oh damn! Yeah, he could go there. Wow, but lucky for us, look at that. He messed up and just overwatched. He messed up and just overwatched. Good, let's see how we want to play this. There are multiple ways of getting rid of this. Keep in mind we do have a stock, so Wangstra can just take the shot, Overwatch is being removed, and we're just shotgunning him to the face. And I'm probably going to do this because, yeah, why take any risks if you're able to just play it safe. So that's the missed shot, which is consequently still dealing damage. And we are now going to go really close and take the 100% shotgun kill. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do, shotgun right into the face. Roby's going to take the loot here.
Solid copy.
Swamp Child at his best. Wow, nice, a repeater. Things are turning out to be quite well for us so far. I like it. Double move of the sniper to make sure we don't forget him. And I think it's now nearly time for the reinforcements. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably one of their favorite times to appear. So I wouldn't be very surprised to see them next round, to be honest. Good. Chat is just mentioning that the AI this time wasn't so super smart. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Like, there are days when the AI is super smart, is completely using some of the most ridiculous moves in 3D, kind of moving through certain buildings, finding line of sight that you would have never guessed existed. And then there are times like today where the AI could have taken a shot, a flanking shot. Oh no, that one here wasn't a flanking shot. That's the reason why he went for Overwatch. Look at that. The way cover is being calculated, like he stood here, so he's considered to stand here on this field, left-hand side, and also on the right-hand side. All right? This here, the field in the middle is full cover, so he can't have a straight line of sight. It's blocking it, like I was explaining. And from here to here, this is still considered full cover, so I was right. That is not a position where he would have a good shot, and that's the reason why he went for Overwatch. Still a bad idea. but I can now understand it a little bit better.
Reloaded. Covering nine.
Good, I think
Understood.
we don't need to artificially prolong it.
On my way.
No reinforcements this time. But yeah, who am I to complain about a flawless run? Like, look at that, gentlemen. We haven't taken a single point of damage. Our VIP, who's considered to be the tank or the damage sponge, hasn't even taken a single point of damage. And everyone just went out of the mission without any
Mission accomplished.
hit point damage. We killed all of the enemies, so yeah, that was a pretty good mission, I would say. Well, maybe with the exception of our successful shot percentage, 42.8% is awfully low. Keep in mind we had high ground. We even took a lot of flanking shots, and still we went with only 40% hit chance. Guys, you need to improve on this one. But I guess as retarded as the AI behaved this time, I guess we called it even at the end of the day. AI pretty much fucked it up. Our guys didn't really hit. So yeah. Good, and Wangstra has just received his second promotion. Unfortunately, we're a little bit short on... Look at that repeater. Very nice.
Excellent work, Commander. Your efforts continue to bolster the resistance movement across the globe.
And look at that, unfortunately we have a shortage on our supplies. So that means we can't buy the upgrade as of now. But I think Roby wants to have the repeater to do some ridiculous 5% chances of killing someone. I like it. I like it. Repeater is one of the things like hair trigger that you've just seen, which is sometimes really good, but you tend to forget it, and that's also one of the things that I find amusing when people are ranting about all the bad RNG. For instance, how often is someone like complaining about him not being able to trigger the hair trigger? But if you consider it, like the hair trigger has a 5% chance to hit to trigger the normal one, 15 on the highest level. That's really like super low percentage, and if you look through your play history, there are quite a couple of instances when it really triggers. So I guess even quote-unquote unlikely events are happening more often. That's, I guess, the moral of the story. Commander just mentioned that the AI is probably prioritized to Overwatch close to the evac point. I do agree. I think that is definitely a habit that they're trying to do. I wouldn't necessarily call it smart though, but that's a different story. I guess you do have a point there. You certainly do have a point. Good. We will need to get supplies, guys, because I want to get the squad side upgrade. Rookies is not our concern, but look at that, supplies. So yeah, why not? Let's start with gathering some more of these tasty supplies.
New objective added.
Good. We have our usual research routine. I think that's not really something that's surprising you at the moment in time. I'm trying to go for the trooper autopsy to make sure that we do have battle scanners at the next retaliation mission.
Strategic resource located.
And that's 48 supplies. Pretty good, but not good enough. We are still 12 supplies short of getting that tasty upgrade. So bad. I wish we would have had the option to get it. because the retaliation mission with 5 is so much easier than doing it with 4. And keep in mind, with the legendary plus difficulty, we will have really hard time. 14 enemies on the retaliation mission, it's probably going to fail. And that was always one of the points where the whole campaign collapsed. Good. Let's start with resistance communication still, because we need that in order to get more money next month. I was saying the second month is going to be completely dedicated to getting more money. Yeah. And now we got a couple of rookies. Look at that. We do have a no-name and another no-name. Great. Well, I'm loving it. No, seriously, it's not too bad. Seriously, it's not too bad. The only thing which is a little bit a turn off at the moment is we're so resource starved, and I would like to get the resources for the squad side upgrade. But yeah, I guess there's nothing that you can do.
Nothing on the local comms.
Look at that. This is the retaliation mission that I was talking about.
You to thank for that.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Commander, we have a squad ready to move on the Resistance Haven currently under siege by the aliens.
Good. Keep in mind, if we are losing this mission, not being successfully able to complete it, the downside will be that we will get a reduction in our income in this region, which might not sound much on paper, but it is pretty significant. I guess 27 to 30 per month. So it's adding up over time. We're going to build this battle scanner, just taking also additional resources. Still don't have the squad side upgrades, so we need to deal with whatever we find with our only 4 guys. Our sniper is going to take Dopa Besor is going to take the battle scanner to make sure that we find these pesky faceless ones. And yeah, easy is pretty deceiving here. The reality is we are going to end up against 14, maybe 16 enemies, which on Legendary ++ difficulty is going to be pretty hardcore-ish. 2 faceless ones with 10 HP, so the extra pair of arms with the rookie that could deal damage to the faceless one would have been super helpful. I don't know, guys, I don't know. Let's see how it turns out.